Welcome to our comprehensive guide on nature-based solutions, a powerful approach to tackling climate change and environmental challenges. This video explores how federal agencies in the United States are leveraging the power of nature to protect communities, restore ecosystems, and build resilience. We'll walk through real-world examples, highlight key resources, and show how these solutions benefit both people and the environment. Whether you're a policymaker, community leader, or simply interested in sustainability, this guide will provide valuable insights into the federal government's efforts and the tools available to support nature-based projects. Nature-based solutions are actions that protect, manage, or restore natural or modified ecosystems to address societal challenges. These approaches simultaneously provide benefits for people and the environment, such as reducing flood risks, improving air and water quality, and supporting biodiversity. As climate change intensifies, the need for resilient infrastructure and healthy ecosystems becomes even more urgent. Federal agencies are investing in these solutions to help achieve national climate, conservation, and equity goals. By working with nature, we can create more sustainable, cost-effective, and long-lasting outcomes for communities across the country. White House Council on Environmental Quality and the Office of Science and Technology Policy, along with numerous federal agencies, are leading the charge on nature-based solutions. Through collaboration with state, local, tribal, and territorial partners as well as private organizations, these agencies are pioneering innovative projects nationwide. Their efforts are documented in the Nature-Based Solutions Resource Guide, which compiles federal examples, guidance, tools, and funding programs. This collaborative approach ensures that solutions are tailored to local needs and that best practices are shared across regions and sectors. Nature-Based Solutions Resource Guide is organized to provide a comprehensive overview of federal efforts. It includes a summary of key concepts, a list of abbreviations and acronyms, federal stories showcasing nature-based solutions in action, and detailed sections on knowledge resources, tools, guidance, technical assistance, and funding programs. The guide is designed to be a practical resource for agencies, partners, and communities seeking to implement or expand nature-based projects. By bringing together a wide range of examples and resources, the guide helps users navigate the complexities of planning, funding, and executing effective solutions. Federal agencies have made significant strides in implementing nature-based solutions across the country. These efforts have improved the resilience of federal buildings and infrastructure, reduced operational costs, and supported communities in restoring wetlands, green spaces, and habitats. Projects have also enhanced public health, created jobs, and reconnected people with nature. Importantly, these solutions are not limited to environmental benefits. They also address social and economic challenges, such as supporting low-income housing, reducing disaster risks, and promoting equity. The guide highlights 30 diverse examples demonstrating the broad applicability and impact of nature-based solutions. One of the main challenges to broader adoption of nature-based solutions is limited awareness and technical skills. The resource guide addresses this by providing a compendium of federal and partner cases, resources, and training opportunities. By increasing knowledge and building capacity, agencies and communities can more effectively plan, design, and implement projects that leverage natural systems. The guide also emphasizes the importance of ongoing education and workforce development, ensuring that the next generation of professionals is equipped to advance these solutions. Nature-based solutions offer a wide range of benefits, from building resilient housing and improving transportation safety to managing stormwater and reducing heat stress. They help increase the lifespan of infrastructure, support good jobs, and foster community engagement. These solutions also contribute to climate adaptation, reduce wildfire risk, and provide recreational opportunities. By improving water quality, supporting food production, and protecting habitats, nature-based solutions create healthier, more vibrant communities. The guide details how these benefits are realized in practice, with examples from across the federal government. Equity is a core principle of federal nature-based solutions. Many projects specifically aim to connect underserved communities to green spaces, improve access to clean water, and address historical environmental injustices. Tribal nations and indigenous peoples are actively involved in reviving culturally important plants and wildlife, reconnecting people to traditional practices and increasing landscape resilience. By prioritizing equity, federal agencies ensure that the benefits of nature-based solutions are shared broadly and that all communities have a voice in shaping their environments. Federal agencies have pioneered nature-based solutions on public lands, in federal facilities, and in partnership with communities and other governments. These stories illustrate the versatility and effectiveness of nature-based approaches. From wetland restoration and coral reef protection to sustainable farm and forest management, agencies are demonstrating that well-designed solutions can be cost-effective, resilient, and provide multiple benefits. These examples serve as models for others to follow, showing how collaboration and innovation can drive positive change. AmeriCorps plays a vital role in strengthening the workforce for nature-based solutions. Through partnerships with federal agencies, state commissions, and nonprofits, AmeriCorps engages thousands of members in conservation, renewable energy, and community resilience projects each year. These efforts not only build environmental stewardship but also provide education, skills, and community participation benefits. Programs like the Nevada Conservation Corps demonstrate how investing in jobs focused on nature-based solutions can yield significant returns for both people and the environment. U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, has launched the Natural Infrastructure for Water Security project in Peru. By partnering with local authorities, private companies, and water users, USAID is developing sustainable, climate-resilient water supplies for urban utilities. The project supports integrated flood and landslide management, introduces payment for ecosystem services, and catalyzes regional investment. By improving capacity and market access for value chains like honey and dairy, the initiative enhances livelihoods and the sustainability of nature-based investments. USAID's Climate Resilient Ecosystems and Livelihoods project in Bangladesh focuses on conserving biodiversity and strengthening ecosystems to help communities adapt to climate change. By improving management of forests and wetlands, the project reduces climate risks to livelihoods and food security. Nature-based approaches like agroforestry and conservation of natural buffers support resilience, while improved fisheries management provides safety nets during crop failure. The project has helped thousands of households benefit from increased fish catches and developed adaptation plans for hundreds of villages. USDA's Central Sierra Recovery and Restoration Project in California addresses the loss of millions of trees to wildfire. By investing in prescribed fire treatments and removing hazard trees, the project reduces wildfire threats and supports rural economies. These actions also improve habitats for at-risk species and protect local communities. The partnership between the Natural Resources Conservation Service and the U.S. Forest Service enables large-scale conservation and restoration, demonstrating the power of coordinated federal action. Life from Soil Project aims to improve the ecological function of over 500,000 acres of grasslands in Montana, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Participating ranchers commit to nature-based solutions like zero conversion of grasslands and sustainable grazing management. The project enhances soil health, water filtration, wildlife habitat, and carbon storage, while also strengthening financial sustainability and social networks among ranchers. Partner contributions and technical assistance support ranchers in making lasting ecological improvements. NOAA's Regional Coastal Resilience Grants Program supported the Pointe Aux Chien tribe in creating an oyster shell living shoreline along Louisiana's Gulf Coast. This nature-based solution restores coastal habitats, protects culturally important sites, and improves water quality. Oyster reefs are effective at stopping erosion and providing habitat for fish and birds. The project is less costly than traditional shoreline armoring and has withstood multiple hurricanes, demonstrating the resilience and multiple benefits of living shorelines. On Oahu's eastern coast, 405 acres of wetlands and traditional Hawaiian agricultural practices have been restored with NOAA funding. The project minimizes flood impacts, reduces runoff, creates healthy habitats, and serves as a source of food and clean water for the local community. Partnerships with the Nature Conservancy and local organizations ensure that the work is culturally grounded and engages thousands of volunteers. Monitoring approaches help quantify the impacts and guide adaptive management for future restoration efforts. Economic Development Administration, EDA, provided a $6 million grant to San Diego to support the restoration of Maple Canyon, a unique green space in the city's urban core. The project includes nature-based solutions like upstream improvements to reduce runoff and debris, protecting businesses and enhancing recreation. By leveraging federal, state, and local investments, the project has preserved jobs and improved the region's economic and environmental health. Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington, the Department of Defense installed permeable pavement and roadside rain gardens to manage stormwater runoff. These nature-based solutions filter nearly 100% of runoff from surrounding hardscape, reduce pollutants, and make the base more accessible and appealing. The project also reduces heat absorption and supports military operations by allowing for flexible infrastructure management. Wider tree-lined sidewalks enhance the community experience for residents and visitors. MacDill Air Force Base in Florida faced significant shoreline erosion, threatening native plants and infrastructure. A multi-phase project created over 7,500 feet of oyster reefs and concrete domes along the shoreline. These living shorelines prevent erosion, attract wildlife, and improve water quality. The project is cost-effective, leverages volunteer support, and creates habitats for marine species. By encouraging the growth of marsh grasses and mangroves, the shoreline is further stabilized and the ecosystem is enhanced. At Beale and Travis Air Force Bases in California, farm animals are used to control invasive plant species, improving wildlife habitat and reducing fire risk. Grazing leads to shorter grass, which benefits threatened species and lowers the risk of wildfires. The bases save money on mowing and herbicides, while community ranchers benefit from additional pasture. This innovative approach demonstrates how nature-based solutions can be cost-effective and mutually beneficial for installations and local communities. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, USACE, restored Deer Island off the coast of Biloxi, Mississippi, using dredged material to create marsh and habitat for terrestrial and aquatic species. The project increases shoreline resilience to storms, improves water quality, and supports recreation in the local economy. By reusing dredged material, the project reduces costs and environmental impacts, demonstrating the benefits of engineering with nature. USACE partnered with the Santa Clara Pueblo tribal government to recover from wildfire and reduce future disaster risk. Indigenous knowledge guided the selection of culturally appropriate approaches, such as using local materials for controlled check dams and limiting access to sacred sites. These low-impact solutions reduce flood risk, protect fragile ecosystems, and preserve cultural resources. The project highlights the value of integrating traditional knowledge into modern restoration efforts. San Francisco Bay, USAC constructed a horizontal levee using wetland vegetation and soils to filter wastewater, enhance shoreline resilience, and restore habitat. This nature-based solution dampens wave energy, reduces flood risk, and improves water quality. The project demonstrates how wetlands can serve as cost-effective, multi-benefit infrastructure, supporting both environmental and community goals. Oak Ridge Reservation participates in the Southern Appalachian Man and the Biosphere Cooperative, supporting sustainability-focused decision-making in the region. The culturally significant plant species initiative conserves plants important to the eastern band of Cherokee Indians. The partnership leverages expertise in natural resources, data science, and networking to plan protected areas and promote low-impact land use. This collaborative approach supports both ecological and cultural goals. Department of Energy's Office of Legacy Management oversees the Fernald Preserve in Ohio, transforming a former industrial site into a thriving wetland community. The preserve supports over 245 bird species and provides educational and recreational opportunities. Restoration efforts improve habitat diversity, public access, and environmental health, turning a legacy of contamination into a model for ecological recovery. Tottenville, Staten Island, HUD funded the construction of nearshore breakwaters and oyster reefs to build coastal resilience and revive the local oyster industry. These structures dampen waves, reduce erosion, and provide habitats for marine life. The project also offers educational and recreational opportunities, serving as a model for community engagement and climate-adaptive infrastructure. The Living Breakwaters curriculum brings these lessons into local schools. Pittsburgh, the Housing Authority transformed underutilized land into Liberty Green Park, a green space designed to reduce flooding and provide recreation. The park features green infrastructure like bioswales and native plants that absorb millions of gallons of water, reducing flood risks and improving water quality. The project integrates community feedback and offers a safe, high-quality recreational area for local neighborhoods. New Orleans, FEMA funded the Murray-Bow Water Garden, an urban stormwater park that captures, stores, and filters stormwater to reduce flooding and land subsidence. The park provides recreation, health, and educational benefits for the community while reducing the burden on local infrastructure. The project demonstrates how nature-based solutions can deliver multiple benefits and align with community values. Sonoma County, California, FEMA supports pilot projects to increase wildfire resilience using nature-based solutions. These projects combine conventional approaches with landscape-scale vegetation management, including shaded green belts and defensible space. The innovative inside-out, outside-in systems approach protects thousands of structures and can be scaled to other high-risk areas. Community outreach and engagement are key components of the program. After Hurricane Maria, FEMA worked with Puerto Rico's Department of Transportation to enhance road resilience by planting vetiver grass along damaged roads. This non-invasive species stabilizes slopes, prevents erosion, and improves water quality. The approach is cost-effective and easily replicable, offering a sustainable alternative to traditional hard infrastructure. The project provides a model for disaster resilience in flood-prone areas. U.S. Coast Guard headquarters in Washington, D.C., incorporates multiple nature-based solutions including green roofs, bioswales, rain gardens, and constructed wetlands. These features increase biodiversity, reduce heat island effects, conserve water, and enhance worker satisfaction. The project demonstrates how sustainable design can deliver environmental and social benefits in federal facilities. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service leads the Delaware River Basin Restoration Program, funding projects that reduce flooding, restore habitats, and improve water quality. The program addresses equity by ensuring that nearly half of the projects benefit communities previously denied access to natural resources. The initiative is a model for voluntary, incentive-driven landscape conservation and has received additional funding for continued success. U.S. Geological Survey collaborates with partners to restore arid landscapes in the Madre and Sky Islands region. By installing low-cost rock detention structures and beaver dams, the project restores watershed dynamics, creates wetland environments, and provides flood regulation habitat and groundwater recharge. These nature-based solutions help communities adapt to climate-related disturbances and address food and water insecurity. USGS works with the San Carlos Apache tribe to identify vulnerable areas and prioritize restoration activities for wildfire resilience. Using satellite imagery and watershed modeling, the project supports firebreak and water detention installations, increasing water availability and reducing post-fire flooding. Preventative thinning and resource benefit burns further reduce wildfire intensity, with guidance now being expanded to other tribal land. Federal Highway Administration partnered with Delaware's Department of Transportation to increase the resilience of coastal highways using nature-based solutions. Projects include living shorelines, upgrade storm drains, and permeable pavement to protect critical infrastructure from flooding and erosion. Strategic partnerships with NOAA and other agencies support research and technical information, improving the deployment of nature-based solutions for transportation resilience. EPA's Campus Rainworks Challenge engages college students in designing green infrastructure for stormwater management. Projects include green roofs, permeable materials, tree plantings, and rain gardens. These solutions provide climate resilience, water conservation, and beautification of campuses. The competition fosters collaboration and real-world design changes, improving community access to green space and environmental education. Greening America's Communities program provides design assistance to cities seeking to use nature-based solutions for neighborhood development. Projects include rain gardens, shade trees, and permeable paving, supporting all modes of transportation and boosting local economies. The program has funded improvements in dozens of communities, reducing stormwater runoff and heat island effects while inspiring sustainable growth. San Francisco National Estuaries Program is advancing nature-based solutions for shoreline resilience and wastewater treatment. Projects include building horizontal levees and restoring tidal marshes to provide flood protection, habitat, and nutrient removal. Partnerships among wastewater treatment, habitat restoration, and resilience experts drive innovation and community-based visions for shoreline adaptation. Federal agencies have developed a wide range of resources to support nature-based solutions, including knowledge summaries, guidance documents, interactive tools, and technical assistance. These resources address benefits like risk reduction, resilience, climate mitigation, jobs, equity, and community development. The guide categorizes resources by type and benefit, making it easier for users to find relevant information for their projects. Since the first version of the resource guide, federal agencies have released 77 new resources, focusing on previously underrepresented benefits like climate mitigation, jobs, equity, and community development. Technical assistance and guidance documents have expanded, especially for risks with major social impacts such as heat and fire. These advances reflect the administration's priorities, including the Justice 40 initiative and the creation of well-paying jobs. Within the broad category of risk reduction, new federal resources in 2023 focused on technical assistance and guidance for infrastructure resilience, fire, and heat risk reduction. These resources help communities address the most pressing climate-related risks and fill gaps in previous coverage. By providing targeted support, agencies enable more effective and equitable deployment of nature-based solutions. Federal resources on nature-based solutions are categorized into knowledge resources, guidance, tools, and technical assistance. Knowledge resources summarize scientific understanding and case studies. Guidance documents provide best practices and formal instructions. Tools include interactive media for project planning and evaluation. Technical assistance helps with administrative and technical aspects, such as permitting and funding application. This comprehensive support structure ensures that agencies and communities have the information and help they need at every stage of project development. Federal resources address a wide range of benefits, including climate mitigation, flood and fire risk reduction, infrastructure resilience, community development, water and food security, recreation, health, and nature conservation. Many resources are designed to support jobs and equity, ensuring that the advantages of nature-based solutions reach all communities. The guide's detailed table helps users identify which resources align with their specific goals and challenges. Despite significant progress, much potential remains untapped in delivering the full benefits of nature-based solutions. Increased awareness of funding programs and available resources will help accelerate implementation. By continuing to develop and share knowledge, tools, and best practices, federal agencies and their partners can unlock new opportunities for climate resilience, thriving nature, and equitable prosperity. Nature-based solutions are a cornerstone of federal efforts to address climate change, protect communities, and restore ecosystems. The Resource Guide 2 provides a firm foundation for accelerating implementation, supporting agencies and communities in identifying opportunities and developing effective projects. By working together and leveraging the power of nature, we can build a more resilient, equitable, and sustainable future for all.